Hi there! Welcome to What is Islam Academy. Let's learn about Islam together.
Gaze upon the natural world, and it's impossible not to feel a sense of awe. Consider the lion, a portrait of regal power, its roar echoing with undisputed authority. Or the eagle, a master of the skies whose vision is so sharp it can spot its prey from miles away, a feat of biological engineering we can only dream of. Think of the dolphin, navigating the vast, dark oceans with a sophisticated sonar that maps its world in sound, communicating in a complex language we are only just beginning to understand. From the microscopic precision of an ant colony building its complex society, to the colossal grace of a blue whale journeying across entire oceans, the animal kingdom is a testament to strength, beauty, and a profound innate intelligence. And when we place ourselves beside these creatures, a humbling truth emerges. On a purely physical level, we are often outmatched. We can't outrun a cheetah, outswim a shark, or outlift a gorilla. Our senses, which we rely on so heavily, are comparatively dull. A bloodhound's sense of smell is thousands, even millions of times more sensitive than our own, capable of perceiving a world of information in a single breath. Our hearing is a mere whisper compared to the ultrasonic world of bats. Our reflexes, sluggish next to the lightning-fast strike of a mantis shrimp. We are fragile, slow, and vulnerable, seemingly ill-equipped in the grand arena of survival. And yet, a persistent idea echoes through human history, one that is central to many religious traditions, including Islam. The claim that human beings are somehow special, set apart, even superior. In an age where we are acutely aware of our destructive impact on the planet, this idea can sound jarring, even offensive. Who are we to make such a claim? Is this not the very definition of arrogance? The same arrogance that has perhaps led us to exploit nature, to dominate other species, and to disrupt the delicate balance of the earth? It feels like a self-appointed crown, a justification for wielding unchecked power over creations that are in many ways more perfect than we are. This is a powerful and legitimate challenge. If our worth isn't based on physical strength, speed, or sensory perfection, then what is it based on? The question forces us to look deeper beyond the material and into the realm of purpose and meaning. It's a question that doesn't have an easy answer, but it's one that Islam confronts head-on. To understand this claim of human distinction, we must set aside our modern assumptions and explore what the Quran and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad actually say about our place in the universe. The answer might not be what you expect. In the Islamic worldview, the animal kingdom is far from worthless. It is seen as a world of nations just like our own, each praising God in its own way. The tradition is rich with teachings that establish clear rights for animals. We are forbidden from causing them harm or overburdening them, and are encouraged to show them mercy. The Prophet Muhammad spoke of a woman punished for her cruelty to a cat, and a man whose sins were forgiven simply for quenching the thirst of a dog. This compassion is a fundamental part of faith, but while all creation is valued, humanity was given a profound and unique distinction. This isn't a status of arbitrary privilege, but one of immense responsibility. We were gifted with faculties that set us apart, a sophisticated intellect, the capacity for moral reasoning, and the freedom of will to choose our path. Humans possess AQL, an intellect that allows for abstract thought. We can ponder our own existence, question our purpose, and seek knowledge beyond immediate survival. This intellect is the very tool that allows us to comprehend divine revelation and our place in the cosmos. Animals, by contrast, operate on a divinely programmed instinct. A spider weaves its intricate web, a bird navigates thousands of miles, all without conscious deliberation. They are in a state of perfect submission. This leads to the most critical distinction, the amana, or the trust of moral choice. Unlike animals, we are not bound solely by instinct. We stand at a constant crossroads between our lower desires and our higher spiritual aspirations, between right and wrong. This capacity to choose, this free will, is what makes us morally accountable for our actions. It is both our greatest honor and our heaviest burden. This unique position is affirmed in the Quran. We have certainly honored the children of Adam, and preferred them over much of what we have created. Al-Isra 70. This honor is not a license for arrogance, but a reflection of the unique trust placed upon us. Our ability to reason, to choose good over evil, and to act as compassionate stewards on earth, is the essence of what it means to be human in the Islamic tradition. It is a call to live up to the potential with which we were created. A lion is strong, but it cannot invent a pen. A bird can fly, but it cannot build an airplane. A dog is loyal, but it cannot write poetry. Humans alone imagine, create, and make moral choices. That's why humans are responsible before God, while animals are not. It's true, humans share DNA with animals, but humans are the only beings who study DNA, map genomes, and cure diseases. Animals survive, humans adapt, invent, and reshape nature. This ability makes us stewards, not just survivors. Islam says, with greater gifts come greater accountability. Let's explore a piece of practical evidence that speaks volumes about our place in the world. If humans and animals were truly equal in every sense, sharing the same level of moral responsibility, why is the flow of care and protection almost exclusively one-directional? Animals operate on instinct, a sophisticated but morally neutral code for survival. Humans, on the other hand, operate within a framework of ethics and abstract reasoning. We are what philosophers call moral agents. Beings capable of understanding right from wrong and choosing to act upon that understanding. Animals are moral patients, they are deserving of our moral consideration, but they don't build legal systems or debate the ethics of their actions. This fundamental difference is why we see humans building sanctuaries, not the other way around. We establish vast wildlife preserves, pass international laws to protect endangered species, and fund hospitals dedicated to healing them. An animal doesn't create a hospital for an injured human, but our conscience compels us to create shelters for them. This isn't a sign of their inferiority, but a profound indicator of our unique and burdensome responsibility. This concept of human responsibility is not a modern invention. It is deeply embedded in the core of Islamic tradition, which established a comprehensive framework for animal rights over 1400 years ago. The Quran designates humanity as the Khalifa on earth, a steward, a trustee, a guardian appointed by God. This role is not one of domination, but of custodianship. We are entrusted with the planet and all its inhabitants, and we will be held accountable for how we treat this trust. This principle translates into explicit rules. The Prophet Muhammad forbade the overworking of animals, once admonishing a man whose camel complained to him of being starved and overburdened. He prohibited killing for mere sport, emphasizing that life should only be taken for a serious purpose, like sustenance. He even taught his followers to be mindful of an animal's emotional state, rebuking companions who had taken chicks from a nest, causing the mother bird to fly about in distress. The spiritual consequences of our actions towards animals are made profoundly clear in two famous narrations. The prophet spoke of a woman who was condemned to hell because she imprisoned a cat, neither feeding it nor letting it free to find its own food. In stark contrast, he told of a person who saw a dog so thirsty it was licking mud. This person, moved by compassion, used their shoe to draw water from a well and give the dog a drink. For this single act of mercy towards one of God's creatures, they were granted paradise. Today, modern science affirms what these traditions have taught for centuries. Neuroscience and biology have demonstrated that animals are sentient beings. They experience fear, joy, stress, and pain. They form social bonds and grieve their losses. This scientific validation doesn't create our responsibility, but it deepens it, leaving us with no excuse for ignorance. Therefore, our innate drive to care for animals, codified in our laws and sanctified in our spiritual traditions, is not arbitrary. It is the clearest evidence of our higher role and purpose. We are not merely another species competing for resources. We are the designated guardians, entrusted with the welfare of those who cannot advocate for themselves. Our duty of care proves our position, not as exploiters but as protectors. Many ancient cultures worshipped animals: cows, snakes, cats. Islam corrected this. Animals are not gods, they are signs of God's creativity. A cow cannot send rain, but Islam commands us to feed and care for it. A snake cannot bless you, but you must not torture it. Respect does not mean worship. The Quran calls animals nations like you, and there is no creature on earth or bird that flies with its wings except that they are communities like you. Al-An'am 38. They live in systems, communities, with roles given by Allah. But humans are unique. We act by conscious choice. That moral choice is what raises humans above instinct. Imagine a car, powerful, shiny, fast. But without a driver, it has no direction. Animals are like the car, built with instinct and natural design. Humans are like the driver, responsible for direction, purpose, and rules. The driver is accountable. The car is not. That's Islam's vision. Humans are trustees, khulafa, not tyrants. Islam never says, exploit animals, dominate nature. It says, protect them, use them responsibly, and answer to God for every harm you cause. Humans are superior, not for arrogance, but for stewardship. A trust from the Creator. That's true dignity.